A new medical study shows that calcium supplements could damage your health.
Plus, there are also results out from a new survey showing Americans are getting stressed out by the election. No surprise there. Our medical expert, Dr. Mandira Mehra with SSM Health, is here this morning with some details. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, it feels like everybody just feels on edge. We were just talking to Dr. Shepard about this political season. And stress is very real, right? I mean,
it is very real.
I guess kind of, for those of us who might think, well, maybe we're being paranoid, there is reality to this.
It's a real phenomenon. So the American Psychological Association just released data on a study that was done with about 3,500 people. And it showed that about 52% of American adults did report being stressed or moderately stressed by this election. And that was a bipartisan stress decision. So it affected Democrats and Republicans, both greater than about 50%, and it affected men and women equally. So part of the reason or theory that this might be affecting us is in a 24-hour news cycle, we are exposed to the election in some format. So the arguments, the discussions, maybe some of the inflammatory comments, many people use things like social media as an escape. But of course, during this election season, even on social media, you're kind of bombarded with election facts and stories and different sort of political views. And obviously, many discussions amongst friends or colleagues and work environments can also revolve around that. So some tips that we have out there for the viewers to reduce some of the stress involves things like taking a digital break, still doing things that you love, walking, reading, socializing, doing sports activities, just taking a break from that constant kind of bombardment of the election all the time.
Sports helps.
Yeah.
So shifting gears a little bit, we're finding out that calcium supplements could possibly hurt your heart. Obviously, you don't have to have a prescription to buy calcium supplements.
Right.
But what do you think? I mean, should people first consult their doctors before going out to buy this stuff?
Yes, so supplements, as we've talked about before, really are not regulated largely. And so they are, like you said, available over the counter. And sort of for years, there has been this mentality that taking a vitamin, taking a supplement is probably the best thing we can do for us. For the past 5-7 years now, especially regarding calcium, we've seen that taking it in a supplement format can actually be more hurtful than good, especially for the average, normal, healthy person. And the reason is it can actually build up in your arteries. For some reason, though, this does not happen when you consume calcium in your foods. So things like the fortified greens, the healthy cereals, the juices, when you consume it that way, the way the body intakes it, it actually goes to the bones and where it's supposed to go. It's not really collecting in those blood vessels. For whatever reason, the way we take it in supplements, either it's the large dosage or the calcium salts, it's going more to the blood vessels accumulating as plaques, which can be dangerous.
All right, Dr. Mehra, good to see you again.
Nice
Thanks
to
so
see you.
much. News 3 this morning. We'll be right back.